Well, look who it is. The old Maina. Or you can just call me Gordon Bradley. Hey, before we get going there, I'd like to know if you could give me a subscribe there. Or on the other side, why don't you give me a like if you like what you hear? But I don't know how anyone could like this. It's all true, but it's quite amazing how destructive and how demonistic the Democrats are. You know, I've been watching and monitoring this election unlike I ever have before in my life on any election, even 4 years ago. But I wanted to mention a few things today, folks, that I think is very important. I want you to listen to me, okay? Please. Trump has much more enthusiasm this year than 4 years ago. The crowds are going absolutely ballistic. Where he goes, they set up for what they think will show up, and 5 to 10 times more than that shows up. I mean, he's averaging between 20 and 40 some odd thousand people, and Joe Biden can't even get 8 to 9. There's something wrong. I think people know. I think they've finally wised up. Trump has massive, like I said, massive crowds, much more than 4 years ago. I remember those. I watched those. I remember him pulling up the airport hangars. Sometimes when he'd go to stadiums, they'd be pretty full. They'd be 20,000 people. But that wasn't all the time. Everywhere Trump goes now, it's packed, it's jammed. The enthusiasm is, oh my God, it's unbelievable. Now, the Republican Party is also 100 times more electrified than it was 4 years ago. All you have to do is turn on TV and watch it. There's rallies, there's car parades, boat parades. They're breaking it out everywhere, all over America. Um, I've never seen anything like this in my life, folks. Um, I just haven't, and I know you haven't, because I'm not a political junkie, but I like to pay attention. I like to listen. I like to find out what's going on. This is just incredible. Now, Biden support. Now we know that basically no one shows up for his rallies. I mean, you got a guy that's walking in that acts like he's ready to fall on his face. It's not his fault. He's not a well man. He shouldn't even be where he is. He should be home with his wife at his in wherever he lives there, and just enjoying however long the left the Lord gives him. But he's not. He's out. I think this is senior citizen abuse myself. I mean, the man is ill. He needs to be home with his wife. Now, he can't remember where he is. I'm going to read this part because I wrote all this down a little while ago. He can't remember where he is, what position he's even running for. He doesn't even know what position he's running for sometimes. And it's unbelievable. He's being helped to walk off the stage. You know, all of this has been caught on live TV, being shown to the whole world. Do you realize what the world is thinking if Biden gets in? Believe me, they are hoping and praying that Biden gets in. Now, not to mention caught lying so many times by the American people. We're not stupid. They're trying to treat us like we're stupid. We're not. We're very smart. Now, the other thing is, how can you, this is what they're trying to tell us, how can Biden be up 16 points nationwide? Do you believe that? That's what they're saying, that Biden is up over 16 points to our president. Now, what I've heard, and somebody was trying to explain it to me, but I kind of understand. When they do this, it has an adverse reaction on the opposite party. For instance, they say Biden's up 16 points. What that's supposed to do is knock the drive down of the Republicans, we'll say. We'll use us, okay? And not now, well, if he's leading by that much, what the heck have I got to do? There's no sense for me to go to vote. But what it's doing is, we know they're lying. We know now. We've caught on to their bull. So what it's doing is it's regenerating the Republican Party, not just once, but more, over and over every single day. People are standing up for this president, and I've seen people running just to get near or closer to him. And he's still 3 or 4 hours away before he even gets there. I've never seen that. But it's a known tactic, and it does work. The Republicans have used it for themselves, Now, the thing of it is, the other one I want to talk about now with the Hunter Biden scandal. Did you know that Biden, he really can't be running for president? He's not supposed to be running. He's not supposed to be running for president whatsoever. Now, it doesn't matter who wants to believe that, who doesn't want to believe it, or what you want to try to come up with to say he can. He can't run. It's called conflict of interest. And not to mention maybe jail time for both Hunter and the senior Biden. What's broke today by the New York Times is absolutely I don't know if this country is going to be able to handle much more. I mean, what we just had come out yesterday that I mentioned to you, and then now today with Hunter Biden, being found on his laptop. I'm telling you, Biden, the senior Biden, if you don't mind me saying this word, I don't mean it in a bad way, but he's screwed. They can lie or try to think how to lie their way out of this all day long. They can't get out of it. They can't. We've got Biden cold. He should not be running. He said he never contacted or had any contact with Hunter Biden's people whatsoever. And yet you can hear the man saying, talking to Hunter, thank you so much for introducing, I'm paraphrasing, us to your dad. That was really nice of him. He was so warm and nice or whatever. So see, Biden lied right there because he knew if he admitted it, boom, he wouldn't be able to run for president. Biden cannot run for president. America, wake up. And I mean, I know you already are. I'm talking to the Democrats. Wake up. Wake up. This is absolutely one of the most unbelievable things. It's not funny because it's really sick what was going on at the time. But Biden, okay, let's see. What was I going to write? But there's still many that's going to vote for him. And I want to tell you something. He is, just like President Trump said, he's not a nice man. I'm going to tell you something, folks. And I'm not trying to use any scare tactics. I'm telling you the truth. And I've said it this way before, and I'll say it again. When you walk into that booth and you close that drape, or if you're home alone in the privacy of your own home, you think you're alone when you check off the names of president. Let me tell you something. You're not alone. Jesus Christ is right there watching everything you do. And you will be held accountable, whether you want to believe it or not. Whether you want to believe it or not, God Almighty is going to see who you check. And let me tell you something. If you check a man for president who believes in killing babies, then I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have all those babies' blood on your hand. I wouldn't vote for anybody like that, and I never have, and I never will. All right, I just wanted to get on there. There's so much breaking. I can't, like I keep saying this over and over. I can't keep up with it. But you watch, pay attention to this Hunter Biden thing. There's no way Joe Biden can run for president. I'm telling you right now, he can't. Now, if this was Donald Trump and Don Jr. was caught doing this, I'll bet you freaking Donald Trump right now for lying would be either handcuffed and in jail or sequestered to his home where he wouldn't be able to move until this investigation was over with. And I don't know what they'd do about him running for president, but I'll tell you what, I bet they'd figure out some way to keep him from, they'd get somebody else, some other Republican. I guarantee it. Or they'd put Pence in there or whatever. But I'm telling you, he cannot run for president. He can't. And he is not 16 points ahead. That's a bunch of bull. The whole country is like a volcano. It's erupting for Trump, unlike anyone has ever seen. Don't let them mess with your brain. Get out there and vote. Get out there personally. Don't mess with those ballots. Do it in person. That way they can't steal your vote, which, believe me, they've already started. And just get out there and vote. If you live in Florida, yeah, you may have to wait outside. Well, dress accordingly. Bring the sunscreen because it's going to be hot. There's lines after line. And that, I'll tell you something. You hear these people. You're not allowed to talk to people in line and ask them who they're voting for. But you can tell by what they're saying. It's the same thing they say at the Trump rally. Well, we're tired of this or we're tired of that. You know who they're voting for. And you know why they're all rushing out to vote so early, why there's such a massive amount. It's Trump supporters rushing to the polls because they can't wait to cast their vote for the next president of the United States, Donald J. Trump. All right, I'm going to get out of here. The old Mena, God bless each and every one of you. God bless. You know, it's amazing. But when I say this all the time, and it's true, firemen are heroes just as much as police officers, first responders, they're all heroes. So God bless them. We want to do that. God bless the firemen. We want to say, of course, obviously, God bless the men in blue. And I always say this, it's true. I don't know what we'd do if it wasn't for you. All right. God bless the President of the United States. God bless our veterans. I don't want to forget them. And God bless America. Okay, this is the old Mena, Gordon Bradley, asking you sure could use some subscriptions if you would do that, or at least give me a thumbs up or down, whatever. I just want the truth. That's all I want. All right, God bless you, old Mena. We will see you.